Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the town of Surfside's commission swearing-in ceremony.
That was pretty good.
My name is Mario Diaz, and I have the honor to serve as your master of ceremonies this evening. Now, before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors who made tonight possible, to thank the Four Seasons Hotel and Residence at the Surf Club, and to the Grove Kosher Market. Thank you for your generosity and for your partnership as we continue to work together to extend a beautiful atmosphere for the town of Surfside. I would like to also take a moment to recognize our elected officials from across the county who have joined us in this beautiful evening. I specifically want to acknowledge our State House of Representatives for District 106, the Honorable Fabian Basavi. Miami-Dade County Sheriff Rosie Cordero Schutz. Miami-Dade Property Appraiser Tomas Pegalayo. On behalf of Miami-Dade Clerk of Court, Comptroller, the Director of Outreach and Local Affairs, Diana Rodriguez. Miami-Dade County Commissioner for District 4, Mickey Steinberg. Bay Harbor Island's Mayor, Mayor Slaver. Salver. Sorry. We have council member from Bay Harbor Island's Diallo with us as well. Council member from Bay Harbor Island's Rappaport. Fuller, as well as Councilman Yaffe and Town Manager Noah. Also joining us from our neighbors from the village of Bal Harbour, Mayor Salver, Vice Mayor Wolf, joining us from the beautiful city of Sunny Isles Beach, Mayor Sevshin. Joining us from North Bay Village, Vice Mayor Cook. I thought I saw the Mayor of Village of El Portal, Omar Nicholson, but I did. There he is. Also President of League of Cities. Thank you so much. And we also have former Surfside Mayor Kinzer. Former Surfside Mayor Torgaman. Former Surfside Commissioner Maishai. And from a couple counties further north, former Boca Raton Mayor Singer. If I did not call your name, I am so sorry. It's a little crowded tonight. I think we are at capacity, if I'm not mistaken. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourself a round of applause, please. Thank you all for being here tonight. With that, I ask that you please rise, if you're able, for the presentation of colors by the Town of Surfside Police Department Honor Guard.
Post. Recover.
And if you could please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by our Chief of Police, Chief Press.
Please place your hands over your heart.
All uniform personnel, please stand arms.
To the flag of the United States of America.
Order, arms.
Color team, retire.
Left, fixed. Forward, march.
Please be seated. It is now my distinct privilege to introduce our first guest speaker this evening, Representative of District 106 in the Florida House of Representatives. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Fabian Basabe.
Good evening, everyone. Mayor, Commissioner, residents of Surfside, it is an honor to be here today with you all. Congratulations to the newly elected mayor and commissioners. You stepped forward, put yourselves out there, and earned the trust of your community. That matters. I also want to recognize those who ran, but did not win. It takes courage to step into the arena, to be judged and challenged. Anyone to do that cares deeply about this town, and that deserves respect. With voter turnout around 60%, one of the highest you'll see anywhere in my district, this community has made it clear that it pays attention and that it participates. That is something to be proud of. But it also tells us something else this election. It's a closely divided community, and elections here are decided by very small margins. And that should remind us all that no single perspective defines this town. When the margins are that close, it becomes everyone's responsibility to bridge the gap. Because Surfside is too special to be pulled apart by division. This is a small town with a big heart and an outsized impact. A place where people know each other, where families put down roots, and where community still means something real. I've already had the opportunity to speak with Mayor Danziger, and I look forward to continuing that work with him and the new commission. We got to work quickly in the past, and I'm confident we will do so again. One of the issues we worked on was the Live Local law. In his last term, we pushed hard to get this district exempted. And while that didn't happen, we did secure tools to better manage growth. But what we're seeing now, however, is an unintended consequence. Litigation, pressure, and a system not always applied as intended. And that is something we need to fix. This summer, we will work through solutions with other local leaders and bring them back to Tallahassee for next session. There is an opportunity for a glitch bill to correct what isn't working and to reinforce what should be. We will also continue working together on traffic and infrastructure. I know Mayor Danziger has already begun laying the groundwork for these issues. And as your partner in Tallahassee, I stand ready to help to move forward any coordination or approvals needed at the state level, including FDOT, to make sure that Surfside is a priority. We also discussed re-engaging with FPL on undergrounding. Other communities are seeing proposals that offset costs and accelerate timelines. Surfside deserves equal consideration, and that is something we will continue to push forward together. If I may please acknowledge our law enforcement officers. We are grateful. And behind every officer is a family that shares in that sacrifice. This community understands that, and that really matters. Politics today can be divisive. There are people, even industries, invested in keeping that it stays that way. But it doesn't have to be. Communities like Surfside can choose differently, to listen a little bit more, to assume a little bit less, and to find common ground even when it's not convenient. Because at the end of the day, you are not defined by your differences. but by what you are willing to build together. This is a community of diverse backgrounds, cultures, and perspectives. And that diversity is not something to manage. It is something to respect and to celebrate, because it gives this town strength. You already know that I'm always available. I've heard from many of you, and I look forward to keeping that open line of communication. Congratulations again. Thank you for being here. I'm ready to get to work.
Thank you, Representative Basavi. Our next guest speaker leads the largest sheriff's office in the state of Florida and is our partner in keeping Surfside safe. Please welcome the Honorable Sheriff Rosie Cordero-Stutz of the Miami-Dade County Sheriff's Office.
Thank you very much, everyone. What a wonderful crowd to look out here. I'm going to lower this. I'm not as tall as these gentlemen. Can the guy in the back row wave if you can hear me? Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. It is truly an honor to be here tonight for the swearing in of Mayor Shlomo Danziger. Mazel tov. Shlomo, you are no stranger to this responsibility. I've had the privilege of working with you, and I want everyone to know that I know him, and I trust his commitment to this city, and I believe in his leadership. He cares deeply about this community, and he shows up and he gets things done. As Sheriff of Miami-Dade, I carry the responsibility of protecting every resident in this county, including every family here in Surfside. That's not just a duty, it's a commitment that I take very seriously and very personally every single day. Mayor Danziger, as you continue to lead this town, know that you have a strong partner in me and in my office. We are here, we are present, and we stand ready to ensure that Surfside remains safe, strong, and secure. And in that, I want to recognize my friend, your police chief, Police Chuck Press, who I'm going to share with all of you is someone I've known for almost my entire professional police career. He is an incredibly dedicated human being. He's dedicated to this community, and his leadership makes a real difference. And I look forward to our continued partnership. Tonight is about confidence and leadership, and I can tell you, Surfside is in good hands. Mayor Danziger, congratulations once again, and to all the other elected officials who start a new journey this evening. I wish you continued success, strength, and clarity as you lead this community forward. God bless you, and God bless the town of Surfside. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. We will now proceed with the invocation delivered by Rabbi Lipsker of the Shul. Rabbi.
With the permission of the distinguished mayor, commissioners, community leaders, officers of the law, honored guests, and friends, we gather this evening not only to swear in leadership, but to affirm something deeper: the sacred responsibility entrusted to those who serve a community. It is my honor to open this ceremony with a blessing and prayer as we install Shlomo Danziger as mayor of this beloved town. Tonight is also a moment of gratitude. Gratitude to those who have served with devotion, integrity, and selflessness, and those who continue to give of their time, their strength, and their hearts to build a community of dignity, safety, unity, and care. Public service is not easy. It demands patience, humility, courage, and the ability to see humanity in every person. Majesty of the universe, we gather in a community blessed with diversity, people of different backgrounds, faiths, cultures, and experiences call this town home. Teach our leaders to honor that diversity not as a challenge, but as a sacred strength. Give them the courage to rise above division and join together for one common purpose: to build a flourishing community that can serve as an example and paradigm for all. In the Torah, when the Jewish people were called upon to build the holy tabernacle in the desert, every individual was invited to contribute. Some gave resources, some gave skill, some gave time. But everyone mattered. No one can do it alone. That is the foundation of every great community. Every person counts, every voice matters. Every act of service helps build something greater than ourselves. In this age of division, help us unite our city and our country. For only when working together do we truly represent all people. Temper the resolve of the majority with humility, and guide the minority to express an opposition that is principled, constructive, and loyal to the greater good. Almighty God, bless Mayor Shlomo Danziger, the commissioners, the officers, the staff, and all those entrusted with public responsibility. Grant them wisdom, compassion, patience, and strength. Bless them with good health and fellowship. May they lead with humility, listen with sincerity, protect the vulnerable, honor the stranger, and remember always that every person is worthy of dignity and blessing. May this town be a place of peace, safety, kindness, and unity. He who maketh peace on high may bring peace upon us, upon Surfside, upon our country, and upon all of humanity. And let us say amen.
Thank you, Rabbi. We now move to the heart of this evening's program, the administration of the oath of office. If everyone can please do me the grand favor to welcome the greatest town clerk in this nation, our very own town clerk, Sandra McCready.
Good evening. On behalf of the town of Surfside, it is my pleasure to welcome all residents, distinguished guests, elected officials, and visitors joining us this evening for this special occasion. My name is Sandra McCready, and I am honored to serve as the town clerk for the town of Surfside. It is my privilege to present the official results of the 2026 general municipal elections. The general election was held on Tuesday, March 17, 2026. Followed by a runoff election on Tuesday, April 7, 2026. Out of 3,446 registered voters, a total of 1,744 ballots were cast in the general election and 2,051 ballots were casted during the runoff election. For the office of the town commissioner, the results are as follows. Donna Diana Benmergui received 866 votes, and in accordance with our town charter, has been elected as our newly vice mayor. David Weingart received 862 votes and has been elected into office. Andrea Travani received 803 votes and has been elected into office. And Gerardo Del Dostegui received 780 votes and has been elected into office. Last but not least, for the office of mayor, Shlomo Danziger received 1,040 votes and has been elected as mayor of the town of Surfside. At this time, I will begin the administration of the oath of office, and I respectfully invite Commissioner Andrea Travani to join me on the stage. family, wife. Raise your right hand. I state your name,
I, Andrea Travani,
a citizen of the state of Florida
a citizen of the state of Florida
and of the United States of America,
and of the United States of America,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
and that I will, in all respects,
and that I will in all respects
observe the provisions of the town charter
observe the provisions of the town charter
and ordinances of the town of Surfside,
and ordinances of the town of Surfside,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of Commissioner
the duties of Commissioner
on which I am about to enter.
of which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congrats. Please join me in welcoming Commissioner Travani.
Okay, yeah. So good. Good evening, everyone. In ancient Rome, priests would observe birds and other natural signs to determine whether the gods approved of an important decision, whether it was building a temple or appointing a magistrate. That act was called reading the auguri, which is where the word inaugurate comes from. To inaugurate something or someone was once considered a sacred act, a moment of great significance. And while today we no longer look to the skies for signs, fortunately we have elections for that, the meaning behind this moment remains just as important. And it's important because this is the opportunity to reflect on leadership and unity. I value and respect the democratic process. Sometimes elections results bring satisfaction, and other times they bring disappointment or frustration. But being a leader of a community, to me, means to acknowledge those who served before you, respect and value those who are serving with you, and be ready to support those who will be serving after you. And support doesn't mean agreeing all the time. That brings us to the meaning of the word unity, which is so important that it is even part of the word community. I'm personally deeply troubled by the polarization we see in our country today. That's the reason why sometimes I'm feeling down, the Black Eyed Peas would sing. It often feels like we've lost the ability to recognize our perspective and recognize that our perspective is not the perspective. It is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. And that puzzle is also made of pieces that we don't necessarily like, but that are still necessary to build the whole picture. When you only want some of the pieces of the puzzle, the ones you like better, the ones that you find similar to you, then you will never be able to form a picture. You may think you're looking for unity, but instead you're looking for uniformity. The picture formed by the puzzle will therefore be incomplete and distorted And if we look for uniformity, then we inevitably create division. And the more we lean into division, creating enemies, rallying around differences, scoring points, the more distorted that picture becomes. Often, that division is rooted in fear. Fear of what or who is different. Fear of those who do not belong to our group. Fear of those who do not agree with us. Fear of what we do not yet understand. Over the years, I've tried to look inward and reflect on how I see others and on the true meaning of compassion. Not as something abstract, but as something practiced. To me, it means not fighting people, but standing up for ideas. It means seeking compromise without losing conviction. It means believing in something greater than ourselves. Working through the fear of rejection and learning to quiet the ego in favor of community. And I can tell you, the journey for me is far from complete. I still have a lot to learn. Surfside is truly special, a beautiful town with a deep sense of belonging. Here people genuinely care. I encourage everyone to please stay engaged, to share what you value and what you'd like to see improved. My hope is for this community to remain active, dynamic, and full of energy. Finally, I wanted to thank my family for the support they keep giving me, my friends for all their help that is stretching out beyond the campaign, the previous commission for their hard work and dedication, and last but not last, the town staff for the amazing work they do every day. And I want to give a round of applause. So I'm looking forward to the next 2.5 years with the mayor, the vice mayor, and the commissioners. It's going to be a great team. We're going to work together. Even if we don't agree on everything, like I said, it doesn't matter. We're looking forward, and we're looking forward at Surfside and making Surfside the best place on earth. And thank you all for being here tonight.
I, Gerardo Vildostegui,
A citizen of the state of Florida
a citizen of the state of Florida
and of the United States of America,
and of the United States of America,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
and that I will, in all respects,
and that I will in all respects
observe the provisions of the Charter
observe the provisions of the Charter
and the duties, and ordinances of the town of Surfside,
and ordinances of the town of Surfside,
and will faithfully discharge
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of Commissioner
the duties of Commissioner
on which I am about to enter.
on which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congrats. Commissioner Vildostegui.
Thank you, Sandra. I'm a big fan of etymologies, and so I'm very grateful to my colleague, Commissioner Travani, for kicking off our commission term with some etymologies. I have nothing as lofty as the one that he offered, but in politics, a big tent is often used as a kind of cliche. And I think there's something really wonderful about the fact that this town of Surfside is united tonight under a big tent. We have been through a long 12-week election season, and to see the town come together in this way is really profoundly beautiful and meaningful, and it's the best reminder of why we're here, and it's the best way for us as individual commissioners to embark on our 2-year representation of this community, to see it, and to feel the support and just the presence of so many wonderful people. In my own election process, I got to see many of the ballots that were cast. And I wrote about this in a blog post, but I think it's an insight worth sharing. I was really moved to see that people in this town voted for us in every possible combination. And what you get when you add all of that together is a community that has expressed its will and whose diversity is reflected in this wonderful commission. So I'm very excited to be part of that commission. I accept with great joy and great seriousness the honor of representing this community. My gratitude is really more than I can express, but I do want to try to express it by making this promise that I will try my very best to be a representative of everyone in Surfside, and to listen and to reason and to feel compassion every day that I have the honor of being a commissioner. I want to thank my colleagues on the commission, Mayor Danziger, Vice Mayor Ben-Mergui, Commissioner Travani, and Commissioner Weingott. I look forward to serving with you. We are blessed with a wonderful town staff who I got to know well during my first term and whose profound importance to the town I have come to appreciate. Just in conclusion, I want to say that I want to dedicate this term that's beginning tonight to my parents who brought me to Surfside when I was still 1 year old. And they gave me the greatest gift that I could have ever received of a childhood in this community. And I know that there are so many families here who have moved here for that very same reason. My parents were Cuban exiles who, you know, when they came to this country, lived in a series of small apartments in Borough Park, Brooklyn, and then in North Beach. And they finally achieved their American dream here in Surfside. And I was so lucky to be the beneficiary of that. The love that they instilled in me for this town still carries on, and I hope it will be evident in the work that I do on this commission. So thank you to everybody.
I now invite Commissioner David Weingott to stage, joined by his wife, Rivka Weingott, who will administer the oath of office.
Congratulations. This is a fun surprise. Yeah, we're very proud of you. Repeat after me as we commence with the swearing-in ceremony. And please raise your right hand. I, David Weingott,
I, David Weingott,
a citizen of the state of Florida,
a citizen of the state of Florida,
and of the United States of America,
and of the United States of America,
do hereby solemnly affirm that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
and that I will, in all respects, observe the provisions of the Charter and ordinances of the town of Surfside, and will faithfully discharge the duties of the Commissioner on which I am about to enter. Congratulations.
Good evening, distinguished elected officials, community leaders, Mayor Danziger, fellow commissioners, family, friends, and of course my fellow Surfside neighbors. Thank you for being here this evening to mark this important occasion for Surfside. It is with deep humility and immense gratitude that I stand before you, and thank you to our law enforcement officers for all you do. It is with deep humility and immense gratitude that I stand before you tonight as your newly elected commissioner for the town of Surfside. I must first thank my dear wife, Rivka, and our children, Zvi, Elchanan, Tehila, and Yehuda for your unwavering support throughout the long days and nights of the process. Your input, your ideas, energy, and positivity made this happen and will help shape Surfside forward. I'm also excited to give a huge congratulations to Rivka, who just returned this morning from California with an OC Marathon medal and incredible PR. We could not be more proud of you. I believe the rule is that you must wear this for a few more days. Your commitment to your goal and training and not letting anything get in the way are such a powerful lesson for our kids and for myself. Back to the program. I want to thank each and every one of the voters of Surfside who placed their trust in myself and our commission. This town is so special, so beautiful, and full of people who genuinely care about one another. I have witnessed this through our few years of living here, but especially over the past few months of conversation with so many residents. You have chosen us to help guide our community forward, and I do not take that responsibility lightly. To Mayor Danziger, Vice Mayor, and fellow commissioners, I extend my sincere congratulations and my hand in partnership. Let's do this. The next 2 years will bring both opportunities and challenges, and I'm committed to working collaboratively with all of you for the benefit of every resident in our town. Surfside has always stood for strong leadership, vibrant community, and dedicated public service. Those are not just words, they are values that define us. As your commissioner, I pledge to protect and enhance the unique character of our beachside community, to ensure transparent, fiscally responsible governance, listen to every voice, whether you've lived here for decades or you just moved in. Champion smart growth that preserves our small town charm while preparing us for the future. And focus on the issues that matter most to residents: public safety, infrastructure, quality of life, and keeping Surfside a place we're all proud to call home. This is not about politics, this is about people. Our neighbors, our children, our seniors, and the legacy we leave behind. My sleeves are rolled up and ready to roll. To my fellow commissioners, and especially Mayor Danziger, let's make the next 2 years a model of what thoughtful, resident-focused leadership can achieve. Thank you again for this profound honor. I'm truly grateful, deeply committed, and incredibly excited to serve the town of Surfside. May God bless our town, our residents, and the great work we're about to do together. Thank you.
Now I would like to invite Vice Mayor Donna Diana Van Mergy to the stage. Let's do this. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Donna Diana Van Mergy,
A citizen of the state of Florida
a citizen of the state of Florida
and of the United States of America,
and of the United States of America,
do hereby solemnly affirm
do hereby solemnly affirm
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
and that I will, in all respects,
and I will, in all respects,
observe the provisions of the Charter
observe the provisions of the Charter
and ordinances of the town of Surfside,
and ordinances of the town of Surfside,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
and will faithfully discharge the duties
of Vice Mayor
of Vice Mayor
on which I am about to enter.
on which I am about to enter.
Congratulations. And I present to you Vice Mayor Donna Van Mergy.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Surfside. First, I want to thank God for this moment. Standing here tonight as the Vice Mayor of Surfside is something I carry with deep gratitude and a true sense of responsibility. And tonight, as we gather on Lag BaOmer, it's a Jewish feast, tonight we're celebrating Lag BaOmer, a time that reminds us of light, unity, and bringing people together It is no coincidence we begin this chapter on a night that reflects those very values. This journey has been anything but ordinary. Over the past month, I had the privilege of going door to door, meeting so many of you, listening to your stories, your concerns, your hopes for Surfside. And what I found was not just a town, but an incredible community filled with people, amazing people, who truly care for this town, for one another. This campaign was a real, true learning experience. Long days, late nights, and countless conversations. But more than anything, it reminded me why I chose to step forward, to serve, to listen, and to embrace the responsibility, to do good, to protect, and to give back to this awesome community. Surfside is special, not just the beauty of our beaches, or not just because of the charm of our streets. It's because of the people, the families, the business owners, the neighbors who look out for one another. That is what inspires me every single day. As we begin this new chapter, I want to be very clear. I am here to serve alongside all of you. And together, with my fellow commissioners and our mayor, we will unify this town through respect, collaboration, and a shared commitment to our community. I feel very fortunate to be serving alongside this commission. Each member brings strength, perspective, and dedication. I am honored to work with Commissioner Travani, Commissioner Vildastogi, Mayor Danziger. I am truly enthusiastic. Commissioner Waingat. He's my bro. All of you are my brothers. I'm gonna be the sister of this team, by the way. I will never forget about you, Waingat. Okay. I am truly enthusiastic about what we can accomplish together as a team. We may not always agree, as Travani said. It's true, we may not, and that's okay. Different perspectives make us stronger as a team. What matters is that we move forward with respect, openness, and a shared goal to make Surfside the best it can be for everyone. Before I close, I want to take this moment to thank the people who made this journey possible. To my parents, they're not here tonight, I miss them so much, for their guidance and their values. To my husband, for his unwavering support. To my children, they're everywhere here, who inspire me every day. They make me be a better version of myself. Thank you. To my in-laws, my family, my friends, and my amigos. I see them all around there. Thank you. Thank you for standing here with me, encouraging me, and believing in me. And to my supporters and my sponsors, thank you for your trust. Thank you for standing with me throughout this amazing journey. And I also want to express my sincere appreciation to all the departments of our town and their staff. I cannot start mentioning names because I'm going to stay here the entire night. But there are so many wonderful people working here in Surfside. Thank you, Sandra is one of them, Mario, everyone. The police department, all the departments, thank you. I also want to recognize those who ran for commission. It is not easy to run a campaign, believe me, it's not easy. I truly appreciate the time, the effort, and the dedication you gave to this community. And I'm gonna say something in Spanish. Gracias de corazón a mi comunidad hispana de Surfside por su cariño, por su apoyo, por abrirme sus puertas. Siempre estarán en mi corazón. Muchísimas gracias. Los amo por siempre. I step into this role with optimism, humility, and a full commitment to serve with integrity, transparency, and dedication. I will listen, I will show up, and I will give the best to this awesome community. And now, let's move forward together as a one community, unified. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Last but not least, I'm going to respectfully invite Mayor Shlomo Danziger to the stage, joined by his son Israel Danziger, who will be administering the oath of office.
Raise your right hand. There we go. I state your name.
I, Shlomo Danziger,
A citizen of the United States of Florida.
a citizen of the United States of America,
Let me repeat that. A citizen of the state of Florida.
a citizen of the state of Florida,
And of the United States of America.
and of the United States of America,
Do hereby solemnly affirm
do hereby solemnly affirm
that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States of America.
that I will support, defend, and protect the Constitution of the United States of America
And of the state of Florida.
and of the state of Florida,
And that I will in all respects observe the provisions
and I will,
of the Charter.
all right, let's start again.
Okay. And that I will in all respects observe the provisions of the Charter. Sandra, come on.
You gotta remember, I'm not reading this.
And that I will in all respects
And that I will, in all respect,
observe the provisions of the Charter
observe the provisions of the Charter
and ordinances of the town of Surfside,
and ordinances of the town of Surfside,
and will faithfully discharge
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of mayor
the duties of mayor
in which I am about to enter.
in which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I suck at this, I'm sorry. I now present to you Shlomo Danziger.
That's not what they call me at all. Thank you, Shirley. That was amazing. Well done. All right, for those that are seated all the way in the back, I just want to tell you we're very jealous up here because we're not next to the fan like you, and we're feeling it. So I'm going to try to be quick. You guys hear me? How about now? Hello? All right. All right, family, friends, elected officials, staff, distinguished guests, and my fellow neighbors. First, I give thanks to God for blessings of standing here today. I'm deeply grateful to my wife, my children, my brothers, and my sisters. And I'll call them out by name because they drove a long way to be here, those that made it. Looking at them here, Avrami, Zalmi, Rifki. They drove all the way down through our famous traffic, and I really appreciate you guys coming down. There were others, but they couldn't make it. My extended family, my friends, and the many supporters who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this moment possible. Campaigns are never won by one person. They are won by a community of people who believe in something better, who give their time and their faith, and I thank each of you. To all the voters of Surfside, thank you. Thank you for your participation and for making your voices heard. Every vote, whether in support or not, is a reminder that I have a responsibility to continue earning your trust. I extend my congratulations to my fellow commissioners, Vice Mayor Donna Diana Bemurgi, Commissioner Andrea Travani, Commissioner Geraldo Velastegui, and Commissioner, last but not least, Commissioner David Weingart. I look forward to collaborating with each of you as we serve our community and lead by example in a positive and meaningful way. I want to thank our town staff, and I'm just looking at the ones here, but you're all over, but thank you guys. The people. These are the people who work tirelessly, often unseen, sometimes behind plants, to keep Surfside running every day. Your dedication does not go unnoticed. And I want to take a moment and recognize there's a lot of people that came here that used to work for Surfside, that we had the honor of working, and I really thank you for coming out. It means a lot. I want to recognize and thank our law enforcement officers and their families. Your service and commitment. Your service and commitment to our community are deeply appreciated. I also want to thank all the other candidates who stepped forward to run and to serve this town. Running is not easy. It takes courage and conviction. I want to thank Tina Paul and Mark Bloomstein for their commitment to Surfside. Campaigns definitely become competitive, but they also bring important issues to the forefront. I just want to let you know I was listening, and I was learning, and I hear your concerns. I'm already planning ways to ensure that residents have more opportunities to approach me and the commission and to share their concerns so we can address them in the best possible way. Surfside is a remarkable place. We were once a quiet town, and then we were thrust into the national spotlight and on a stage that none of us could have imagined. Through it all, we remain strong, because we're a community of many backgrounds, generations, and perspectives. This is our home, and together we will continue to improving our quality of life. We have a lot on our plate. I've already begun working with our neighboring municipalities to jointly address traffic and congestion that affects us all. I've just asked all the elected officials that have come all the way over from our neighboring cities to please stand up for a moment and be recognized. I won't call by name because I'm going to forget someone. This represents what we are trying to address is going to require the unification and the coordination from our other neighboring municipalities. So this is not just about you coming here to celebrate with us, but we appreciate the conversations we've started and look forward to addressing some of the bigger issues with you. I'll continue working with our state and our state partners, and we've got our state representative Fabian Basabi here. Again, I recognize you, thank you. And it's our job to bring back funding for crucial infrastructure projects and environmental projects, and to move forward on initiatives like undergrounding utilities that improve both safety and quality of life. But as important as all of these projects are, this election sent a very clear message. Our town is divided, and while projects and politics matter, the most important work we will do over the next 2.5 years is to bring a renewed sense of unity back to our community. And that work starts today. We have a strong commission with a diverse perspective and professional backgrounds, and I look forward to working with each of you in service to our community. For me personally, this is a second chance to get this right and to listen more than I speak. I'll try to hurry this up. To lead with humility and intention, and to keep our focus where it belongs, on the people of Surfside. I am honored to serve as your mayor, humbled by the responsibility and committed to working every day to make Surfside an even better place to call home. I pledge to lead with respect, act with purpose, and always remember that first and foremost, we are neighbors. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mayor Danziger. To our Vice Mayor and Commission, congratulations. Look forward to working with you. At this moment, I'd like to call up from Senator Rick Scott's office, Marie Leandre. And if I can actually have Mayor Danziger and Vice Mayor Ben-Ruby both. Yep.
Good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Marie Leandre from the office of Senator Rick Scott. It is my honor to be here this evening as the Honorable Shlomo Danziger and Diana Bermenke are swearing in as Mayor and Vice Mayor for the town of Surfside. Leadership matters. Great leadership truly matters. Bad leadership brings chaos, darkness, confusion, and death. On the other hand, great leadership fosters law and order, stability, prosperity, and life flourishes all around, bearing lasting fruit. The people of Surfside are smart to elect leaders of your caliber. Above all, they are fortunate because they will reap the harvest of your administration. I congratulate you both and wish you excellent success. Senator Rick Scott wanted to be here in person to congratulate you, but his schedule did not allow him. He sent letters I'm about to read. The Honorable Diana Bermengue, Surfside. The Vice Mayor Ben-Mergi, it is my honor to congratulate you on your swearing in as Vice Mayor for the town of Surfside. Your continued service to the community, including your work and the town commission and your commitment for representing residents with transparency and care has already made a meaningful difference. Your focus on public safety, community engagement, and thoughtful decision-making, especially during times that have required strength and unity, demonstrate a deep dedication to Surfside and its future. I am confident your leadership will continue to help the town to grow while preserving the close-knit character that makes it so special. During my time as governor and now as the United States Senator, I have worked every day to strengthen our economy, support job creation, and ensure our communities remain safe and resilient. As governor, I focus on cutting taxes, reducing regulations, and helping create millions of jobs while also investing in education, the environment, and public safety. In the Senate, I have continued advocating for policies that support families, promote economic opportunities, and protect the long-term prosperity of our state and nation. My hope is for all of Florida's public officials to do the same. Congratulations and thank you again. I am thankful for your commitment to our state and confident you will do wonderful in your new role. Thank you again. Sincerely, Rick Scott, United States. I make it shorter. Okay. All right. The Honorable Shlomo Denzinger, Mayor, Town of Surfside. Dear Mayor Denzinger, it is my honor to congratulate you on your swearing in as Mayor in the Town of Surfside. Your leadership during one of the most difficult chapters in your community's history, following the tragic Champlain Tower site collapse, has already demonstrated your deep commitment to the people you serve. Through your effort to honor the 98 lives lost and support their families, to calling for dedicated discussions and long-term memorial planning, you have shown a clear commitment to your community, its well-being and its future. Your dedication for representing all residents and strengthening the fabric of the community reflect the kind of thoughtful leadership Surfside deserves. During my time as governor and now as your United States Senator, I have worked every day to strengthen our economy, support job creation, and ensure our communities remain safe and resilient. As governor, I focus on cutting taxes, reducing regulation, and helping create millions of jobs while also investing in education, the environment, and public safety. In the Senate, I have continued advocating for policies that support families, promote economic opportunities, and protect the long-term prosperity of our state and nation. My hope is for all of Florida's public officials to do the same. Congratulations and thank you again. I am thankful for your commitment to our state and confident you will do a wonderful job in your new role and all that you do. Sincerely, Rick Scott.
Thank you so much. And if we can now receive for the benediction delivered by Father Andrew Foyton from St. Joseph Catholic Parish.
Good evening and thank you for having me tonight. Let us pray. Gracious and living God, we give you thanks for this evening, for this community, and for the gift of service entrusted to those who lead. We ask you to bless Mayor Daisinger, and all elected for this term, and all who serve the people of Surfside. Grant them wisdom in their decisions, integrity in their actions, and a steadfast commitment to the good of all. Bless this town, its families, its residents, and all who are proud to call it home. Strengthen the bonds of unity among us. Deepen mutual respect. And guide this community in the ways of justice, peace, and compassion. May those entrusted with leadership serve with humility and dedication. And may all who live here be inspired to work together for a future marked by hope, trust, and renewal. May your blessing rest upon this town tonight and in the days ahead, giving strength to those who serve and encouragement to every member of this community. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude our evening. Now for the fun. Please enjoy the food that we have and each other. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight.